This should be a background for developing business strategy, developing brand strategy, and supporting brand portfolio strategy. Some important questions to ask ourselves are, who are our largest and most profitable customers? Are they loyal to us? What is their function or emotional motives? And have we noticed any changes in their motivations or behavior? The ultimate goal is to advance portfolio options and issues. Citigroup defined offerings in a very specific way: consumers, private bank customers, and institutions. On the other hand, Donna Karan, which is a clothing company, focuses more on life stage segmentation. Young professionals wanted to dress professionally and still look young, as well as mature customers wanted a more classic, timeless style. Donna Karan catered to both of these using life stage segmentation. Brand portfolio strategy must absolutely include a large portion for potential product market options. Things that need to be considered are prospects, competitive intensity, and if customers' needs are being met, areas of dissatisfaction, and relevant market trends. Microsoft did an excellent job with this. They thought greatly of the future of business when creating Microsoft Business Solutions, MSN, and Xbox. Problems can occur when a product category or subcategory within a brand declines. Portfolio problems can become very serious. One example that comes to my mind is Starbucks. I occasionally stop there and get a cup of coffee, and I remember a few years ago they had smoothies on their menu, and they tasted awful. They tasted like a banana with Hershey syrup and chalk, and obviously I was not the only dissatisfied customer because the smoothies did not last very long on their menu. So at Starbucks, instead of the brand as a whole taking a hit, they just removed the dissatisfied product. With business strategy, you need to understand the business model for each product in its competition market. You need to know what the business strategy is, as well as how is everything performing in accordance to the said strategy. Business strategy includes three things: the product market scope, which is which products needs to be emphasized; the value proposition, which is what the customer offer is, how valuable is this product to a customer; and strategic assets, brand assets that create a sustainable competitive advantage. Is there a possibility of long-term success? A deeper look into the product market scope includes specific product markets the business uses and competes with directly. These all affect the portfolio strategy. Business decisions are usually made by finding an overlap of market opportunity with organizational competence. All three factors, brand, portfolio relevance, market opportunity, and organizational competence, make a credibility footprint. If you take a look at this figure, it's figure 3-4, it's on page 79 of your book. This made it really easy for me to understand because I'm definitely a visual learner, and so it really helped me to understand which things overlap, and if all three overlap, then you can really have a true credibility footprint. Business strategy means setting priorities. What is the investment level that we have? What is the demand and market like? And do we have enough sub-brands to create a full line? Value proposition. New propositions need to be appealing to both new and old customers. Product needs to be relevant and meaningful to those interested in it while remaining true to the brand identity. Another example I can think of is DirecTV. They market themselves and they let their customers know that they can have what they want, when they want, and in the most convenient way. I believe they just came out with a remote that's like voice activated, as if pressing a button on a remote was not already the most convenient thing you can do. Now you don't even have to do that, you can just speak. And lastly, we have strategic assets. These are necessary to provide a strong competitive edge. Building, location, or a metaphoric symbol, such as I think the book uses the Michelin Man as a example, or a long-term strength of the company. I mean, Johnson & Johnson, again, is another example that the book used, And they are a company that's been around for a really long time, and they produce a plethora of products, and they have a plethora of sub-brands, and they provide continuously good products to their customers. So is this asset powerful? Does it stand up to competition? Are the assets strong and in place? Do they involve a trademark or long-standing investment? And can they be duplicated by competition? Some of the most important key assets are brands, sub-brands, and brand differentiators and energizers. Brand assets must be linked to their value proposition. Does a customer offer matter because they recognize the brand asset, or is it because of something like convenience? Overall, when a product is doing unsatisfactory, it can be a clue as to whether new brand differentiators or energizers are needed, or if it just needs to be something new and fresh, possibly a sub-brand. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Thank you for listening.